Good morning, it's me again. I'm not feeling that great this morning, to be honest. My tooth is broken. The weather's changing, and roommate's having attitude, so a lot on me right now. But I wanted to do a quick little video updating things. Again, I didn't grab my little thing I wanted to show you. Found this really cute pattern, and oh yeah, this one's better. This is like amazing yarn at from Hirschner's that's like super shiny. I don't know if the camera like look at that color. And like this is like a little egg, and then you open it, and there's like a little birdie inside. Stupid little bird, but it's cute. And I know a lot of people are having a hard time finding things for Easter that aren't like an arm and a leg or candy. Something we're having a hard time with the holidays is finding things that isn't candy. Um, because the candy company's got our numbers. But yeah, so those are gonna be like $5 and they're gonna be available at Famous Joe's. I'm not sure when though because I have to make up a few and I want to do some pictures to do an advertisement on the market, um, the Facebook market. But yeah, like it's just sucking up a bit. And see the videos from over Turkey, Syria, Italy. That earthquake did a lot of damage. And though the communities are a little bit more modern than I was expecting, because people keep telling me that, oh no, it's still mud huts. No, it's not. Um, but it's still not the same as the US. The buildings crumbled. The older construction buildings crumbled. And in that one area, there didn't seem like there were a whole lot of like newer construction buildings. So I'm thinking that might have been Syria because they were saying that the tragedy in Syria was that that area was poor. The other thing I didn't know was that it snows there. So it's snowing while all this stuff is going on. Because I've been told that's like, no, that's the desert, it doesn't snow there. It snows there, apparently. Um, so yeah, that was one of the other problems, and I want to help them, but as far as I'm aware, they haven't released the official "We're Not Bad Guys" fundraising campaign, and I know that there's probably going to be problems with figuring out who is the good guys and who is the bad guys, because it's an area I don't know about Turkey anymore, because Turkey's been pretty civil with the world for like the beginning of Turkey, um, but Syria is one of the countries that I've heard of companies that I've heard of where we've had problems with like insurgents and like extremists and stuff like that. But the people are the ones that got hurt. The people need our help, but I don't know what to do about it because yeah, it's a hot mess. It's a global hot mess. And then the tsunami, um, get rid of that. Don't need that. The tsunami that hit afterwards, because I didn't realize it was that close to the ocean, because apparently people that are telling me about these countries don't know anything about these countries. So yeah, so that did some damage all the way up into Italy from my understanding. I don't know if it went any higher than that or further than that, I should say, because it was kind of sideways in that little, I don't know, inlet, whatever they call that. It's technically the ocean, but it goes in like a bay, but it's huge. Um, so yeah. So like the tidal wave came through there, and that was just bad. And now Eli says, my son, he says that some of the reports are saying that the earthquake was bigger than it was. And I saw somewhere where they were saying that the plate, I can't remember what it was called. It was called the Arabian plate, had actually shifted sideways 3 feet and dropped 9 feet, which is really bad. Um, so Yeah, and I'm glad to see that they're letting the images out so that people can actually see what's going on over there and understand what's happening. But I don't know if anybody's gotten any aid to them. Um, I don't. The news agencies don't report the way they used to, and like I said, because of issues with some of the areas that were affected, you have to wait for people to tell you this is the approved official charity site. Yeah, that's just crazy. I haven't heard anything about there being an approved official site because I know there's a lot of people that got to dig graves, and there's a lot of people, that a lot of buildings that need to be rebuilt. The cleanup is massive. These people, it looked like they didn't have much to begin with, and now everything's just flat. It's gone. That's just crazy. And I want to help them, but like I said, I don't know that I can. I don't have much money. I can't go over there. But I was like looking at the videos, just wishing I could take a wheelbarrow and just start putting the bricks in the wheelbarrow to take them away so that it would be easier to try and figure out if people were alive or not. But I can't get over there. And you know, it being a little bit sketchy area, at least for an American. But like, some of the videos did show people who were wearing what looks like American uniforms. So, like military style uniforms. They were geared up with what looked like American, so very modern military gear. And I don't know if our country's actually been helping them out or if they could just afford it. But it's good to see that they did have more modern equipment and more modern ways of doing things, and they actually were showing them rescuing animals out of the buildings. They were rescuing people, and they were going back for their pets if the pets were still obviously alive. It's They're going back in for the animals. It means they can't necessarily be bad people. So I mean, I don't know their lives, but like I said, it's not the people that are affected. It's not the bad guys. It's not the extremists. It's not the terrorists. It's the people that just are there. So I don't know, because I noticed that with a lot of conflicts, you'll have this group of individuals that's like for example Russia and China has the same issue. I think Germany even had that same issue. The rulers were like, let's go do all this fighting and cause all these problems and do all these things, and the people are like, oh, what? And then like they get forced into the military, so they have to do these things, and then but then the minute they get the chance, they're like, yeah, I'm done, bye, I'm done. Um, like they'll turn themselves into the enemy, um, because they don't want to do it. They don't want to be like that. And that's just what you see a lot. But yeah, if I can figure, if I have the money, I can figure out what's a valid charity to help the people out. Because like I said, there's a lot of graves that need to be dug, and there's a lot of building, a lot of cleanup, a lot of buildings that need to be rebuilt. Yeah, that was bad. So yeah, that's been on my mind a lot. And with Valentine's coming up, I've also been um thinking about dating and stuff, but I don't know if I really want to start dating because the reason I stopped dating wasn't because I didn't want to date or don't want to be with somebody else. It's because I realized that I'm only attractive to extremely negative people. And like I've dated at least two schizophrenics, violent schizophrenics, and I've dated um other people, drug addicts. Two of the guys I dated were pedophiles. I don't know, why am I attractive to these people? And why aren't I picking up the red flags earlier? I know with my daughters, with the kids' dads, there were two dads, three kids, three surviving pregnancies anyway. Um, and they were both very abusive and manipulative and controlling, but I realized that there were situations in the beginning of the relationship that were preventing me from being able to understand what was actually going on. And with Eli's dad, there was a lot of lies and a lot of cover up for his schizophrenia. And with Shania's dad, he just fucking lied. He lied. And I was young and stupid, and he knew it, and he could take advantage of me. And that's what happened. So I figured out some of it. Like, some of it was that I was young and stupid, and some of it is that these people lie. These bad guys, they lie. They make themselves look better than they are. They do all this stuff, and then you're stuck with the aftermath, and everybody's talking about what a bad woman you are. You must be a bad wife. You must be a horrible woman. No, 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 no. It wasn't me that had the problem. I just fixed it. And yeah. So until I can figure out how to be attractive or even have friends, because I've also noticed I have a hard time making friends. Um, it's not necessarily that I don't get along with people. It's just I find that I'm always the one that's reaching out to hey, you want to get together? Hey, you want to do this? Hey, we did that thing. Do you want to do it again? You know, that kind of thing. Like, are we going to the meeting? Or I can't get anybody to do anything outside of their comfort zone, I think is what's going on. And I don't fit into their comfort zone. And I'm not sure why that is. I don't know if I'm doing something or if they're misperceiving me or if it's less about me and more about they just, yeah. There's a lot of like anxiety, depression, stuff like that, especially right now. There's a lot of shit going on. There's been shootings in my area, a lot of shootings. They're almost all gang related and they're almost all targeted. But it's still a little scary, especially the one a few nights ago. We actually were up. I'm trying to go to bed and the kids wouldn't let me sleep, which we gotta deal with them not letting me sleep because that's bullshit. And Shania has Shania just came home from work and was eating, was getting ready to go out to smoke, and I was gonna go to bed because usually when she goes out to smoke, she goes to bed and then I can go to sleep. I know, I go to my room to go to bed and we hear like a whole bunch of gunshots, like sounded like on our block. So we called 911. We couldn't see anything because it was pitch black. It was like midnight or something, 10 o'clock, midnight, somewhere in that area. And so it was late at night, and we can't see anything. We heard the gunshots and the car and somebody screaming, and um so we called the cops. So we figured it had to do with the camp, and it did have something to do with the homeless camp. And they found the body the next day, and every bullet that was fired was apparently fired into this guy. So whoever this guy was, somebody really didn't like him. um and then, like, the next day, there were two more shootings nearby, not that close, but kind of nearby. One was up by the park, and the other one was down the roadways. There's really sketchy apartment complex down the roadways. Um, there's always seems like there's something going on, and these are all look like some kind of like drug hit, or um, crime of opportunity that's gang related. Um, so that's the one thing that is good about the areas. It seems like you have to go looking for that kind of trouble. Um, but it's really spooky when you hear it and you know what's going on. And yeah, they did figure out who did the carjacking thing that was up by the park. They've arrested a bunch of people in connection with it. It does look does look like it was a gang activity. And as far as I know, they're looking into what's going on with these other two shootings. Were they connected to that one, or was it something else? Or but this can be very complicated, especially with the homeless camp, because currently I can say with almost certain confidence that everybody in that camp is a drug addict. There's there probably mental illness and stuff like that they're not dealing with that's behind it, but still the drugs are not helping. And then the cops have apparently decided that they want to get rid of the camp, but it's still there. And like since the shooting the other night, they put up floodlights so we can see what's going on. And it might be just that it took them so long to find the body, because they didn't find the dead guy until like the next day. and they probably should have been able to like see him, laying on the ground. Ugh. I don't exactly know where they found him, but it was near the camp. Um, so that was just that's a little bit scary. So people are on edge. There's less stress. I don't know what's going on. It's not me. Don't blame me. Figure it out for yourself. Um, I don't know. So I'm just trying to figure my stuff out while I'm tired and I don't feel good and the tooth is just being a shit. It's fracturing. It's not coming completely out all at once. It's just fracturing, and I got a really bad infection because the one piece is like it feels like the root is moving and it won't come out, but it's getting wigglier and wigglier, and hopefully it'll separate from the other piece of fully separate from the other piece of the tooth, and then I just worry about getting it out of the gum line, um, which isn't that hard. But it's gonna hurt and it's gonna be bad, and I'm probably gonna get sick again. So yeah, that's a thing. I'm just, I don't know what to do with my life right now. I'm trying to do better, and I just feel like I can't. And it feels like there's a lot of pressure for me to give people money, and I don't have it. And there's a lot of pressure for me to treat people better than they probably deserve. And I can't do it because again, it's money, 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 money. Go away, go away with your money or your money problems. It's not my problem. I have my own money problems and I want to start fixing them, but I don't have enough income to do anything about it because I don't consistently get enough income to do anything about it. So, I need to work on that, and I need to start trying to figure getting some rent paid. Um, so that if the one situation doesn't resolve, then we can end it. Um, I don't hate the guy. I just wish he'd grow up. He's like 30 and still acting like a little spoiled child. So I don't know. I know he probably needs counseling. I mean, don't we all? um, but still, I'm not taking the blame for his problems. I'm tired of the attitude, and I mean, he won't even use my real name. Uh, it's driving me crazy. I don't think I can live like this any longer, and I don't have anywhere else to go because I don't have any money. Um, so I'm kind of stuck, and I don't know what to do about that. But to just think people need to learn that not everything on the fucking planet revolves around money and getting your way, and all this other stuff that people get caught up on because they don't know the difference between a privilege and a right. Um, it's crazy. But yeah, my grumpy, tired ass is gonna get off this and start doing some stuff I need to do because if I'm these work up really quickly, so I can probably make enough money to do some of the stuff I want to do before Easter if I can get these guys to sell up. I was trying to see if we have a little wicker basket or something so that I can like pose them in the basket and then like pose them at the store. Um, yeah. So, um, I'll get those going and then I'll do a post on Facebook Marketplace so that if anybody is in the Spokane area and wants to get them, or like I can talk to John and Shania about shipping them if people want to buy them and have me send them to them, but I don't know, it's you're probably gonna have to buy more than one to make it worth the value of shipping, or the shipping cost is gonna be ridiculous because that's what's killing me with the yarn right now, is that I can't get out to the stores without spending a lot of money because it's like $15-20 for a Lyft or an Uber or cab, basically, to get to where the yarn store is, and it's still like $15 to ship, so. That's what's killing me with the yarn because the yarn prices have gone back down to relatively normal, but the shipping is ridiculous. So that's what's killing me right now. But I gotta head off and get stuff done, and hopefully next time I do a post, it'll be better. I'll feel better. It'll just be like better. all around better, maybe. Hopefully people will be feeling better, things will be getting better. Hopefully. But like right now I'm not feeling good. I haven't been feeling good for a long time, and yeah, I don't know what to do about it. So, um I just I don't know. Yeah, hopefully everybody will just feel better. I mean, like right now I've got a storm coming in. The temperatures are dropping, expecting thunder and lightning. My son wants me to go to the store so he can have chicken burgers. I ain't going to the store with thunder and lightning and feeling like this, so we'll just have stew. Um, sometimes it just feels like there's too much on me. Hopefully next time I do a video I won't feel this bad and it won't be, maybe that tooth piece will have come out, or maybe I'll just be feeling better. The weather will be more stable. It's winter, so probably not. So, oh, here's hoping that things get better. Talk to you guys later. Bye.